Right. Good morning, everyone. So last class we have understood API documentation completed, java.lang.object class, java.lang package understood, java.lang.object class also we have understood. Which book we are following? Volume 2, right? Volume 2, first chapter completed, second chapter completed. Now we are trying to understand third chapter, right? Take heading wrapper classes. Refer volume 1A textbook. Right. Refer volume 1A textbook. Refer volume 1A textbook. Page number 112. Page number 112. Refer volume 1A textbook, page number 112. (112) to 128. Page number 112 to 128. So your notes is here. Okay. Okay, let's start understanding this chapter. I'll give you one small requirement. You have to register this point in your mind. Then only you will understand this chapter. Okay. If you don't register this point in your mind, understanding this chapter is very difficult. You cannot. So that's why please listen carefully. Online students, I gave you chat option everyone. I want reply now onwards to everyone option. Your answer should known to other person also, so that you will come to know how many sleeping people are there in your class too. Okay. If you ask the question to me, I will not answer. You have to ask question to everyone. Clear? Choose everyone option and reply. Now, let me ask you one question. I am creating one small class. Say any name, example. In this class example, I am taking a parameter void m1 with a object as a parameter I am taking. Okay, now? Tell me, can I take object as a parameter to my method? Then what the meaning of parameter object? It is a superclass type. Superclass of particular group or superclass of all classes? So object is the superclass of all classes, including array and interfaces. Okay. Now I have decided to define my class method to take any type of objects. Then I am writing just message you passed plus obj. What you are passing that I want to take. Okay. Then I am creating test class. I am creating test class test 01. Now here in the main method, I want to call that method. What type of method is M1 method? Static or non-static? Non-static. Then I have to create example class object E1 equal to new example, new example. Okay. Then now I'm calling E1 dot, E1 dot, I'm calling M1. Okay, now E1 dot M1. Tell me, in the M1 method parenthesis, I should pass, can I pass null? Null is a default value of any reference data type. So it is accepted. Okay, you passed what? Null. Okay. Now, can I pass predefined class object string? Yes. Anything I can write ABC. Now control F11. Now ABC I'm passing. Can I pass wrapper class object? I mean, can I pass M1 of what do you call array object new int of 5? Can I pass new int of 5? Yes. You have passed int array. I square bracket means what? Int array. You have passed int array. So if you carefully observe now, I can call a method by passing different type of values. Okay. I am creating my own class called A, which is a empty class for just creating object purpose. Can I create and pass E1 dot M1 of my own class object new A? Possible or not possible? Possible. You have passed what? A object. Okay. Now, if I define a method with a referenced data type as an argument or object class parameter as a object class as a parameter to that method, can I pass primitive values? I want to pass primitive values to that method. Is it possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Not possible. Possible. Not possible. Possible. Possible or not possible? Possible. Not possible. How? What is the parameter type? What is the parameter type? Object. Is it a primitive type or reference type? You want to pass reference type value or primitive type value? Then how primitive value can be assigned to reference variable? They are incompatible types or not? Widening them. Possible or not possible? Already this chapter completed. Where in method overloading chapter I have explained, right? Up to Java 1.4 version, it is not possible. From Java 5 version onwards, it is possible. Because of which feature? Auto boxing and auto unboxing. By using auto boxing, auto unboxing means auto boxing with the auto boxing feature, it is possible. But up to Java 7 version, possible or not possible? Sorry, up to Java 1.4 version, possible or not possible? Not possible. So when I write E1 dot M1 of primitive value 5, up to Java 1.4 version, it is compile time error. Okay, up to Java 1.4 version, it is compile time error. What the compile time error? Incompatible types. Then in up to Java 1.4 version, I have tried this 5 as what? New integer of 5. New integer of 5. New integer of 5 you have to write. Then it is allowed. No compile time error allowed. No compile time error allowed. Then observe what is passed. 5 is passed. So what is the problem we have up to Java 1.4 version? There is no chance that so when you want to pass a primitive value as an object to a referenced parameter method, okay, to the reference parameter method. Pawan Kumar, I am removing you from the class. Join tomorrow. Okay, so what do you call? So if you want to pass a primitive value as an argument to a method, if the method parameter is a reference type, you have to convert primitive value as an object. For converting primitive value as an object, we have set of classes. Okay, those classes are technically called what? Wrapper classes. Okay, please don't try to ask questions which are I didn't talk, because currently I told you this topic is confusion topic. Focus on what I am talking. Don't ask excess questions. Don't show your talent. If you show your talent, you will be removed from the class. Understood, everyone? Now tell me, what is the problem here? What is the need of this chapter? Need of this chapter. What is the chapter name? Wrapper classes. What is the need of this chapter? In this chapter, we will learn how to represent primitive value as object. How to represent primitive value as object. Okay. Now tell me. So, what is a wrapper class? First point. What is a wrapper class? What is a wrapper class? A class that is used for representing primitive value as an object is called wrapper class. Okay, what is a wrapper class? A wrapper class is a class. There is no specialty. Okay, what is a wrapper class? And it is a class. Then when I can call a wrapper class as a class, I mean a class as a wrapper class that is used for representing primitive value as an object is called wrapper class. Okay, when we define a method with object as parameter or return type, and if we need to return primitive value via object as primitive value as argument or return value from object, we must convert primitive value as object. Here we must use wrapper classes. Okay, done. Point number 1. Understand what is a wrapper class? Comma. When we must use wrapper class. What is wrapper class? Comma. Why wrapper class? A wrapper class is a class. Then that is used for representing primitive value as an object. Okay. Now when we must use wrapper class? So when we find a method parameter return type as object, and if we need a return primitive value as argument or return value from a from object, we must convert primitive value as object. For this purpose, we must use wrapper classes. Tell me, how many wrapper classes we have? For each primitive type, we have one separate wrapper class. Hence we have, okay, let me write directly. We have 8 wrapper class, 1 per each primitive data type. Excuse me. Now tell me the table. I hope you know primitive data type wrapper class. For the primitive data type by for primitive data type short, capital S short. For primitive data type integer. From primitive data type long. For primitive data type float. For primitive data type double. For primitive data type character. For primitive data type boolean, and for return type void, we have reference type void, but it is no use of it, useless. We don't use anywhere. Okay. So how many primitive data types? 8. How many wrapper classes? 8. Okay. Then whenever you want convert primitive data type byte as an object, we must use which class? Byte class. Whenever we want to convert short class, int class, integer, long class, long, float class, float. Okay. This is a what do you call? You have to first understand. Then tell me, what are the different operations? What are the different operations we can perform by using wrapper class? And tell me. So using wrapper class, will we perform? Will perform any business logic calculations, validations? No. Will perform any presentation operations? What do you call storing operations? No. Wrapper classes are meant for performing conversion operations. Okay. Tell me, basically, wrapper classes are meant for performing conversion operations. Okay, performing basically wrapper classes are meant for performing conversion operations. So totally how many conversions are there? Totally we have 8 conversions. For the 8 conversions, number 1, primitive data type to wrapper class, primitive value to wrapper class object. A second, reverse, wrapper class object to primitive value. Third, wrapper class object to string object. SO means what? String object. Next, fourth. Okay. Primitive string object to wrapper class object, and wrapper class object to primitive string object. Next, fifth one, primitive string object to primitive value, and sixth one, primitive value to primitive string object. So totally how many operations? 6 operations. Okay. Tell me, these 6 operations, we have to perform, we have to write logic by ourselves to perform these 6 operations. Is my question understand? Do I need to write logic to perform these 6 operations? No. Okay, no. Then who will perform these 6 operations? To perform these 6 operations, we have already predefined constructors and methods. Okay, tell me, how can we perform above 6 conversions? How can you perform above 6 conversions? What is your answer? We no need to create, or we need to write any logic by our own. Okay. Sun has defined constructors and methods to perform above 6 conversions in wrapper classes. In wrapper classes, Sun defined constructors and methods to perform above 6 conversions. Tell me, I want to perform primitive value to wrapper class object conversion. First conversion I want to do. Now tell me, to perform this conversion, do you all understand what you are going to learn in this chapter? In this chapter, you are learning just these 6 conversions. If you learn how to perform these 6 conversions, this chapter completed, next chapters will be easy. All next chapters are working on wrapper classes only. And tell me first how to perform this conversion. I have a primitive value called fire. You have to convert primitive value. This is a what primitive value? Int primitive value. Int value 5 I have. Okay, I have int value 5. Now I have to convert this int value 5 to whom now? Integer object 5. Tell me, if you want to create an object, what I have to do? What I require? If you want to create object, what you require? New keyword. Only new keyword sufficient? No, new keyword following by constructor. I want to create an object of any class, then I should find the constructor available in that class. So tell me, this you are creating integer object for empty object creation or object with values creation? Then I should initialize this object after object creation at the time of object creation. To initialize the object at the time of object creation, the class should contain what? Which constructor? Parameterized constructor must be there, right? Tell me, this class will contain any setter methods? No, because this class is meant for initializing at the time of object creation. Later, allowed to modify the data? No, not allowed. Not allowed. All wrapper classes are immutable objects. What objects? Means once you store values in the object, you cannot change. That means there is no setter methods in this class to modify. So to create object and initialize the object, what we require? Constructor is required. So inside this wrapper class, what the meaning of primitive value to wrapper class object? So we are converting int of 5 value to integer of 5. This is the target. This is the target. For this purpose, in one wrapper class or all wrapper classes? In all wrapper classes, we have parameterized constructor to accept primitive value as argument and storing in currently creating wrapper class object of this class. Okay, in all wrapper classes, we have parameterized constructor to accept primitive value as argument and for storing it in currently creating wrapper class object of this class. Currently creating object of this class. Of this wrapper class. This wrapper class means here this wrapper class is what? Integer. Okay, now tell me what is the constructor? Okay, for example, I have a class called what? Integer. Where this class is available? Package java.lang, and this class is what? Public class integer, open bracket, closed bracket. Tell me, all wrapper classes are subclasses of whom? Number. Okay, and number is subclass of object. Which classes are subclass of number? These 6 classes are subclass of number. Then now all the 6 classes, character and boolean void, are subclasses of object. Okay, then in all wrapper classes, okay, it is a subclass of whom now? Extends number. We have a primitive variable int value. So in integer class, the primitive type is what? Int. In a long class, primitive type is long. In a double class, primitive type is what? Double. And to initialize this value variable, in all wrapper classes, we have a constructor integer of what do you write now here? Int value. You pass the value variable. Now if you pass the primitive value inside this constructor, what logic is there? This dot value equal to value. Okay, now this is the basic idea about what you call how to create a wrapper class. So who created? You created, a Sun Microsystem creator. Sun Microsystem has created. You are not going to create. Understood? You are not going to create. It is already created. Now I want to use it. Tell me, how can I use? In the main method, now I am performing conversion number 1 What the conversion number? Primitive value to wrapper class object. Come on, tell me now. Is this class is the sample class for wrapper class? Tell me, if it is a double class, what is the double, 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 double? If it is a float class, float, float, float. If it is a Boolean class, Boolean, Boolean, Boolean. Now tell me, here I am writing, I have a primitive variable I1 equal to, what do you call, 5. Okay, now I want you convert primitive value to wrapper class object. Then the wrapper class object I have to store in integer variable IO1 equal to new integer of, can I write I1? Can I write I1? I can write I1 or also I can write what? 5. Your wish. I can write I1 or I can write 5. Tell me. What this one? Integer IO1 is new integer. Here primitive value is converted to wrapper class object. Which primitive value? Int primitive value converted to integer wrapper class object. Then now let me display system.out.println. Now I1 and also I'm displaying what? IO1. I1 also contain 50. IO1 also contain 555. Hope you all understand now. Tell me any difficulty here? Simple. How to convert one property to another property? Done. Then next tell me. I have a question. Can you please convert? Let's say 10.5. 10.5. I want you convert. Okay, tell me how can I convert 10.5? It is a small d floater. Small d d1 equal to 10.5. In regular program, we store by using double, but I want to use it as an object. Small d double or capital D double? Capital D double DO1 equal to new double of, what do you write? 10.5. 10.5. Save it. Okay. And then now system.out.println double quotes. Okay. D1 and also DO1. What the output will get? 10.5, 10. All you guys understand? Simple, easy, right? No difficulty. Now let us try to see material. Are all points are there or not? One one two, no, 113. Change the number 113. Not 112, 113. The classes which are used to represent primitive values as object are called wrapper classes. The java.lang package contains, okay, in java.lang package, we have 8 wrapper classes, one for each primitive type to represent them as object. Among them, 6 wrapper classes represent number type values. These wrapper classes are called number wrapper classes. These 6 number wrapper classes are subclasses of a class, number which is an abstract class. Okay, this means the 6 number classes are subclasses of a class, number which is an abstract class. What is the meaning of abstract class? It contains both concrete methods and abstract methods. This class has a 6 Okay, don't worry about this statement. I have not yet explained. Okay, now look at here. So primitive types and wrapper classes. These are 8 primitive types, 8 wrapper classes. All these 8 wrapper classes are subclass of number. Now the question. Byte, short, integer, long, float, double, or they are subclasses of each other or individual classes? No wrapper class is subclass of other wrapper class. All 8 wrapper classes are siblings. They are incompatible. Primitive types are compatible, but wrapper classes are not compatible. Need of wrapper class. Basically, wrapper classes are used in the project to perform conversion operation. We have 6 conversion operation below diagram shows that. Primitive type to wrapper class to primitive type. Primitive string object to wrapper class, primitive string object to primitive type, wrapper class to primitive string object, primitive value to primitive string object. So these are the 6 conversions we have to do, right? So wrapper classes, construction and methods, all everything I have given there. Okay. Now observe this double. This program first conversion we are trying to understand. Primitive type to wrapper class conversion. Tell me, in all wrapper classes, like this, in all wrapper classes, we have a constructor or not? What is written? In all wrapper classes, we have a parameterized constructor to accept. Now, here I am writing. First one is what? Byte. So now tell me, byte class. Okay. For example, consider integer class constructor implementation. Then the 8 constructors available in 8 wrapper classes. Tell me now. Tell me now. So in byte class, what constructor we have? Byte of, what the parameter of byte? Byte parameter, byte B. Next, second constructor, short constructor parameter, short, yes. Next, integer, int. Next, long L. Next, float, small f float. Online students, understanding? Double, small d, double. Parameter is what type you have to pass? Wrapper class object or primitive type? Argument is primitive type. So you have to take primitive type. 7. Character, char C. Next, Boolean B. Next, void no. Okay, na? So now these are the 8 wrapper classes and the respective constructors. So based on these constructors, this is the logic you write. You can perform conversion, converting primitive value to wrapper class object in 2 ways, either by using constructor or by using value of. So we are also having a method called value of also. Okay, we have value of also. Public, this method is available from public, return type is integer, int value. It is having some special logic. I'm not going to write. As of now, hold it. So we have 2 things. So either you can do via constructor or we can do via method. Okay, currently I'm not going to talk about method. And now tell me now. I'm not going to explain anything about method, but still I am trying to use. How many ways we can create object? 2 ways. Integer io2 equal to integer dot value of 5. Now IO2 I am writing. So tell me wrapper class object created with value 5. Yes. Next, if I can also create double object by using new, okay, double dot value of, and then here also object created DO2. Control F11, we are getting output 10.5. So done. Everyone understand first conversion? Based on this first conversion, there are some interview questions are there. Look at these all lines and you tell me which line is right, which line is wrong. You just go through first and then I'll ask you. First, I want you check. If I tell everything, you will not get any point. Tell me, first one right or wrong? Right. Right or wrong? Why? This topic is method overloading, constructor overloading topic. If you have watched constructor overloading, answering this question is easy. When you're calling a constructor or a method by passing argument, you have to search for that argument type parameter method. What is argument type? Int. You have to search for int type parameter method or constructor in the byte class. In the byte class, you have int type parameter constructor? No. What is available? Byte. Byte is narrowing or widening? Int to byte is narrowing. So now compiler will accept narrow data type? No. The compiler throw error. If you don't remember constructors available inside the byte class, you cannot pass the written test exam. So who's written byte class? Sun Microsystem. For whom he has written? For you. Who constructed house? Your father. For whom he constructed? For you. If you forgot your house, is it a good idea? If you forgot your father, mother, good idea? Forgot Hare Krishna, good idea? So same way you should not forget your Java also. These classes are written for you. For your sake, these classes are written by Sun Microsystem. So the concepts, what constructors available, what methods available, you have to remember. So those many, how can you remember, sir? Who asked you to remember a worst fellow? Yes or no? If you are trying to remember, you are a worst fellow. If you try to understand the clue there, then it is easy for you. Byte class is meant for storing byte value. The coming argument must be what? Byte type. But what you are passing in, how byte can store int? So you have to convert int to byte, then store byte byte. Allowed or not? Yes. Can I pass character to character? 97? Not possible because 97 what type? Int. What the parameter? To the char variable we can assign 97. To the char variable we can assign 97. Char ch equal to 97 we can write. Compiler consider it as what? In. Assignment operator verify is it in the range of char? Yes. It is in the range of char, so you are allowed to assign. Compiler will do required conversion. But the variable assignment or argument, when you pass as an argument, compiler consider what type? What its type? Int. So now compiler starts searching for int type parameter character constructor. Available? No. Then searching for what? Narrowing or widening? Widening. Widening is also not available. So compiler throw error. Then if you want to pass integer, what should I do? I should pass 97 by converting to what? Char. Yeah, hello?
Sir, good morning, sir. My name is Pooja. I'm calling from Kunundai. Sir, regarding the access management,
Right? So now new character of, is it allowed or not allowed? It is allowed. Next, Boolean of true, allowed or? Allowed. True is a Boolean, Boolean can be passed, right? Now my question, carefully think. Float F1 equal to new float of 70, allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Why? Okay, what is the parameter of float? Float. Okay. What the argument I am passing? Int. Int is lesser than float or greater than float? Int is greater than float. Int is a high, int next range is what? Long. Long next type is what? Float. Float next type is double. Okay. Int to long, long to float, float to double. If this institute is my institute, Pakka, I will return all your fees and I will close your batch. Understood? If Naresh IT, if you are joined in my institute, if it is my own institute, 1 month before only, I would have written all your fees and I'll throw you out. I would have started new batch at 11 o'clock. Understood? Got clarity here? Because I am the employee of Naresh IT, chup chop I have to teach. So I am doing that. Okay? You are at what a nasty fellows, nasty stage. You are not remember the primitive data types hierarchy also, which is narrow type, which is higher type. In method overloading, I explain. In constructor overloading, I explain. Okay? I don't know what you guys are doing, what you are studying, why you are at this nasty level. Sorry, you don't remember program and unable to write programs means that is different story. Minimum concept, primitive data types of hierarchy also you don't remember, which is narrow, which is widening also you don't remember. And where the mistake is going on, verify yourself. I am doing my job. I am teaching everything. I'm not missing one point also. Detailed notes I am giving, running notes I am giving, explanation I am giving, material I am showing. Where is this fellow? JavaScript fellow. Oh, there. Why you change place by here? Bag is there. No. So tell me, what is the 70 of type? Int. Is int can be stored in a float? Yes. Now tell me, 70 is stored as a 70 or 70.0. It's converted to 70.0 F and then pass it to float. Okay. So finally what happened? Float class object is created. Can 70.0 is stored inside? Yes, possible. No compile time, error. Next, tell me. 32.567F. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. 50.45. Not allowed. Why? It is a double type. Okay. Now let us try to see, is it allowed or not? Byte BO1 equal to new byte of, what the type here? Byte. I am passing 50. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. Compiler throw error. Why? Because its constructor parameter is what? Constructor parameter is byte. There is, okay, let me write unnecessary code. We have constructor with the byte parameter. The passing value is 50. So that's why compiler throwing error. Now I am taking byte BO2 equal to new byte of typecasting to byte. Is it allowed? Allowed. No error. And then you can display BO2. Control F11. What value coming? 50. Okay. Next. Now I am trying to write character CO1 equal to new character of now I am writing here directly single quote A. Any error? No. CO1 compile single quote 1 is stored as single quote 1. Sorry, single quote A is stored as single quote A. No conversion. A only we will get. Okay. Next. Now I am creating CO2 equal to new character of 97. Is it allowed? Not allowed. Why? Not allowed. Why? Because 97 is a int type, cannot be converted to char. Now compiler throw error. Then can I typecast and conversion do that? CO3 equal to character of, what do you write? Char of. Now 97 convert to char, char passing to char. Now CO3. Now what will you get? 97 or single quote A na? Single quote 3. Single quote A will come. Right? Now I am writing float F1 equal to new float of. Look at there. How many constructors available? We have float parameter. Also we have double parameter. That means I can pass. Can I pass int value as an argument? Yes. F1 a float object 1. FO1 accepted? Yes. 50.0. Now I am passing FO2 equal to 50.345F. Is it allowed? Yes. FO2. Okay. Next. Can I pass without suffix letter F? Yes, because now this is what? Double parameter, double argument I am passing. No error because we have double parameter constructor. But this constructor, okay, that is a different story. Now finally tell me. So float class have a specialty. It will accept a floating point number as a float type, also as what? Double type. Float type and double type it is accepting. Clear? Now FO3 I am giving. Is this facility available in another class or only float class? Only float class has this facility. So this is also allowed. Now observe now double class. What is the parameter of double class? Double class constructor parameter. Double. To the double. Can I pass double argument? Can I pass in? Can I pass char? No? Byte, short, in, long, float, double. Okay. And now char. Can I assign char to byte? Char variable to byte? No. Char variable to short? No. Char variable to int? Yes. If you are allowed to assign to int means it is also allowed to assign to long, float, double also. All these data types are compatible. So if you do forward direction assignment, this is called auto conversion. If you want to go backward conversion, you have to use cast. Cast operator you have to use, that is called what? Casting. This is lesser range data type to this is highest range data type. If you want to assign character to byte, you have to use cast operator. If you want to assign character to short, also you have to use cast operator. Okay, done. Tell me now, can I pass single quote a character to double variable? Yes. Yeah. Allowed or not allowed? Allowed, but not allowed. In this line, there is a compile time error. Identify. Find out. Do is a keyword. You cannot use keyword or reserved word as identifier. So because of the do, you will get compile time error, not because of single quote. So carefully observe, like a compiler, you should see from left to right every part. Is it a data type or not? Yes, predefined class data type. It is a variable. Is this variable following identifier rules or not? No. Then compiler throw error. I hope I explained this point in variables chapter. Compiler algorithm, JVM algorithm in compiling and executing variable. Okay, let me show you. Double do1 equal to new double of. How many constructors available double class? Double parameter only. Double of I can pass 45.567. Already do1 is there. Let me take it as do5. Next, do6 equal to new double of. I am taking float value. Allowed, no problem. Okay. Now I am taking do7 equal to, I am writing, say 34. do7. Y is coming a large number. 567. Double is coming as double, float is converting to extra decimals. In operator chapter, do you remember? 5.7 F equal to 5.7 I have written. Okay. What the result here? False. Here also 5.7, here also 5.7. But value is the same, but it is a float type, and this is what? Double type. When 5.7 is converting to double type, the value is not same. The extra digits will be added here. Can you see now? 5.567 extra characters available? No. Here we have some extra characters coming. That I cannot see actually. Some places it is displaying, some places it is not displaying. Only 5.0, 5.5. Don't worry about the point, this point before value. After point 0 and 5, values only will be equal to 0.0D and 0.5D. So float and double value will be same. For 0.0, 0.5, for remaining values, they will be different. Remember it, don't too much think. Interview also will not ask much questions on this. So can I expect all people got clarity? Now I am giving do equal to new double of single quote A. Now here the problem is because of single quote A, because of the variable name. Variable name is not good. Okay, not variable name is keyword not allowed. So wrapper class conversion, first point understood everyone? Okay, listen. I can do the conversions by using value of method also. Now observe byte dot value of what the parameter of value of byte. So I have to use typecasting to byte and pass the value 10. Next, now I am taking short dot short dot value of what the parameter available short dot value of short parameter. Now I have to do typecasting to short and the value is what 20. Okay. Next, integer dot value of tell me what the parameter of value of that int. Can I pass directly 20, 10 or what? Okay, can I pass directly 10? Yes. Next, integer dot, next one is what? Long dot, value of, what the parameter of long only. Can I pass it 10L? Yes. Now, float dot, tell me, how many constructors available in the float class for conversion to float parameter, double parameter? Now the twist carefully observe. How many value of methods available? Only float parameter. Double parameter is available or not available? If I give 10.0, it leads to compile time error. If I write new float of 10.5, no error. No compile time error because we have float of double. Okay, float of double. And tell me, value of 10.5 leads to compile time error. Why? Because we don't have value of double. Understand? You have to remember this point. Value of method doesn't have double parameter. Constructor we have double parameter. If you have a question on this, why Sun Microsystem not given value of method with 10.0? Actually, this is wrong. Sun Microsystem initially they have committed mistakes. Unknowingly they may be thinking some other way, and finally they have provided new double parameter. But actually later they realized in Java 9 version they have realized no, Java 5 version they have realized okay, we should not provide value of method with the two parameters. Past some mistake happened, let it be there. Now at least now let us correct it. So wrapper class should support it's a type of value only. Why you are taking higher value? That's wrong. So that's why they have corrected the design issue. Okay, remember that. Now this is a very important point. And the double class contain what value of the double dot value of the double parameter of 10.5. Same way, character class, character dot value of char parameter single quote. Similarly, Boolean class dot value of Boolean true or false. So the special point is what in the constructor float class we have float double parameter constructor, but come to the value of we don't have double value. And very important, remember variable names, keyword or identifier carefully verified. So this is the first conversion we have completed. Converting primitive value to wrapper class. Everyone understand that? Right. Now let's go to the next conversion. What is the next conversion? Conversion number 2, opposite. Wrapper class object to primitive value. Tell me now. Example class receiving the primitive value as a primitive value as object. Then on the primitive value, on the pass primitive value, inside this method, can I do any calculations? Plus or minus 2. Can I perform automatic operation on a primitive value? Why are reference data type? No. Reference data type is not allowed to perform in automatic calculation. You have to shift only inside. You have to use the primitive value as primitive value in the automatic. Then after receiving the primitive value here, I have to convert the primitive value from the integer object to its own primitive value. So after passing the primitive value as an object to an argument or to a method, inside that method, I have to convert wrapper class object primitive value perform mathematical operation. For that, what should I do? Simple. I have integer dot value of now value of constructor. Observe, constructor is deprecated means not recommended to use from which version? Java 9. Since Java 9 version onward, we are not encouraged to use constructor. Instead, we have used what value. So what the problem with the constructor? Why value is given? I'll explain you after all conversions completed. Until then, no need to worry about that point. Okay? Patient. The question is not more. So what questions I am asking only focus on the exact questions don't ask. Whenever you are getting any question in mind, hold them for some time. Then don't explain down the class, then you can post the question. Okay. All this current discussion, don't beyond the discussion, unnecessary confusion. So integer value right. What happened here? Value that integer class value integer value. I'm taking 50. Now assume that this integer object I pass as an argument to another class. Then in the class this fee has to be from the object learner. Integer I1 equal to integer dot value. Tell me now. Here integer object created. I1 variable is created. Integer object contains what variable value. Inside variable what is there? 50. The past 50 value of the method stored in the object. Reference is 10 stored in I1 pointing to. Okay, now everyone tell me this integer dot value of the taking this 50 and stored in the object. What I want to do, I want to convert wrapper class object to primitive value. Converting wrapper class object to primitive value really conversion or retrieving. The meaning is what? Retrieving primitive value from wrapper class object. Retrieving means what I should write. I want dot only. In the student class, you have student number. I want to retrieve student number of student class object. What should I do? I should write S1 dot S1 dot SNO. Here what is the variable contains the 50 value. So what I should write? I1 dot value. Is it possible to write I1 dot value? No. Because value variable is declared as private. Remember encapsulation. If you want store one value inside object field, if you want to read values from the object field, further I have to define in the class what? Set method and get method. So in the wrapper class, for retrieving the primitive value from the wrapper class object, in all wrapper classes we must define get method. Set method will not be there because wrapper class is immutable. Only we have get method. So in this class I should have I1 dot get value. There is no get value method. Sorry, let us see value. So just I type value because the value variable what is the get method I want to see. Then there is a method called value already we have seen. Hey, there is a method called byte value, double value, float value, int value, long value, short value. There are 6 methods are there. Among them, which is our method, int value. Int value. Now I am taking int I1 equal to system dot out and println. System dot out and println. Apply right I1 and also what I1. What will get same value 50. Now what is the program will happen here? I1 variable is created. Int value method will go to I1 object, retrieving that 50 and return to our program. In our program we are storing in the variable I1. So here what value is there? 50. So what is the meaning of converting wrapper class object to primitive value? It means retrieving primitive value from wrapper class object. Simple. So what is the meaning of converting wrapper class primitive value to wrapper class object? Means conversion of storing primitive value in wrapper class object is called conversion. Okay, storing and retrieving, simply storing and retrieving, nothing more. Everyone understand this point? Tell me, sir. Once you have a primitive value called 5, can I store this value 5 in the byte variable? Come on. Can I store this value in byte variable? Why? I cannot pass it as an argument, but can I store in primitive variable? Yes, Rabaya. Okay, I cannot pass as an argument, but I can store. Storing is not a problem. Compiler will verify, is it allowed or not? Allowed or not allowed? Allowed. There is no problem. Okay, so is the 5 in the range of byte? Yes. Assignment operator will verify, is the 5 in the range of byte? Yes. Can I store in short? Can I store in int? Can I store in long? Can I store in float? Can I store in double? Once you have a primitive value, I can store or convert. I can store or convert all these primitive value into its respect to other types. Okay, I can store or retrieve primitive value to the respect to other values. Is it clear? Then now tell me now, very important. I want to write byte b1 equal to byte b1 equal to io1 dot byte b1 equal to io1 dot. I am writing byte value. Allowed or not allowed? Byte value method taking the value from io1. io1 object value what? 15. Is a 50 in the range of byte? Yes. Will it be stored as it is? Yes. Observe now. I am just displaying B1. అందరికి అర్థమవుతుంది ఏం చెప్తున్నాను? Right, 50. See, just by conversion, you should not leave. You should also practice some entry questions. Now, can I convert it to short? Yes. Short S1 equal to IO1 dot. What method I have to call? Short value. Then what short value method will do? It will retrieve integer from the IO1 object. From IO1 object coming value is what? 50. 50 can be stored in short? Yes. Then as it is stored in the short variable? Yes. Next, now I am taking int I1. Int I1 already there. Let me take it as I2. I2 equal to IO1 dot short value. IO1 dot int value. Tell me. Int value will go to IO1 object. Retrieve the int value 50. Now tell me, is that 50 can be stored in int variable? Yes. Then what will be stored? 50 will be stored. Next, can I call long variable? Can I take here long L1 equal to IO1 dot what method I have to call? Long value. Long value. Tell me, long value method read 50. Is it 50 in the range of long? Yes. Any problem? No problem. Next, float F1 equal to IO1 dot float value. Now float value method retrieve 50 and converted to 50.0f and stored in float L1, L2, L1 and then what? F1. Now look at there, we get 50.0. Tell me, can I call double value method? Yes. Double value method, double D1 and here what? Double. Save it, control 1, compile. And if you display double value D1, what will you get? 50.0. Okay, everyone understand? Now finally, what you have to got clarity? Whenever you wanted to convert a wrapper class object to primitive value, I have to call which method? Type value. Which type? Byte, short, int. Tell me now, after understanding this program, for converting wrapper class object to primitive value in all wrapper classes, we will have one getter method for retrieving primitive value from this wrapper class object. The method name starts with primitive data type following by value. So hence we can call this method as what? Call this method as type value method. Okay. In number. Okay, for example, int value, long value, float value, char value, boolean value. Okay. First 6 methods are available in all first 6 wrapper classes. You have one written test question based on this point. So hope you are listening. Char value and Boolean value methods are available where object class only inside character class, Boolean class. It means first 6 methods, we can call first 6 methods by using any of the first 6 wrapper classes. Char value method must be called only by using character class object. In the nasty low level I am typing means, understood? Boolean value method must be called only by using Boolean class object. So that means you are at what level, just imagine. In which class these methods available, how to call that method. Methods chapter again I am teaching. Once I first 6 methods are available in first 6 wrapper classes, then what thought should come? Okay, I can call all the 6 methods, or I can call these methods by using any of the 6 wrapper classes. That thought you must get automatically. Okay, it means we can call first 6 methods by using any of the 6 wrapper classes. That thought should come automatically to you, but you won't get. So that's why I am typing. Okay, later I don't want to get blame. I want to show you Yeah, this is what everything I taught you didn't study, so that you don't have what you call a chance to blame me later. So just I am protecting myself not to get blamed from you. So see how faculty is now getting saved from the students. Very nice, no? Char value method must be called only by using character class. Boolean value must be called only Boolean class. Save it. Now, look at here. Wrapper class to primitive data type conversion. Immediately what thought should come? Oh, I can convert. I am retrieving primitive value from wrapper class. Okay. What is the size of, what the range of byte data type? Minus 128 to 127. Tell me, this line is right, valid? Wronger? Is this line right or wrong? Because 124 not in the range of byte, that's why wrong. I am trying to store 254 inside integer object. Is it in the range of integer? Any error? No error. Next, this line. I am calling what method? I am trying to get this value as what type? Is this for 254 in the range of int? Then what is the value will come and store in X variable? 254. Next, is this line compiled? Why? Not in the range. So compiler will throw error. I ask a question, is this line compiled or not? Alojin Japan. Take your own time, no problem. Is that line compiled or not? Compiler will see the values coming from the method, or compiler see the type of the method. What is the return type of this method? Can be assigned to byte. That's all. Compiler point is over. Compiler job is only one thing. What is that? Find this value can be assigned to it or not. That's all. And then tell me, who will verify the actual value coming from the method? JVM will verify. And tell me, what is the value coming from the method? 254. Now 254, JVM has to take from the object and return out as what type? Byte type. Is it possible or not possible? Not possible. When it is not possible, do you think that compiler will throw error? Do you think that JVM will throw error? No. It will perform the typecasting. Background, it will apply the typecasting byte, reduce the value to the byte range and return that value -2. What the value return? -2. If the coming value from the wrapper class is not in the range of the XX value method, type value method, then internally what they will apply? Cast operator and reduce the value. In wrapper class, in the conversion, we don't get compile time error. When you call XX value method, we don't get compile time error and we don't get what? Runtime error. If the value coming is highest range, then it internally converts what? It internally perform what? Type conversion. So what point we understood here? When we call type value method, if the value stored in current wrapper class object, CWC means what? Let me write it. Current wrapper class object type value method doesn't throw exception. What it will do? what it will do? It will typecast that value to this casting primitive data type range and returns result. I repeat again, when we call type value method, if the value stored in the current wrapper class object is greater than the converting primitive data type range. Type value that doesn't throw exception. It typecast that value to the converting primitive data type range by using cast operator and return result. Now let's try to understand here. I'm writing integer IO3 equal to integer dot value of 254. Okay. Then now I'm calling by B1. Okay. B2 or B3 equal to IO3 dot by value. Then system dot out dot println and B3. Okay, IO3 first, IO3 value what 254 and B3 value what minus 2. Found the minus coming down. Okay. Then next, how minus will come? There is a formula, cast operator formula. What the cast operator formula? Result minus total range. What the result? 254 minus. What the total range of the byte value? 256. 1.8 plus 1.7. 255. 0 there in the middle. 0 are concerned. Totally 256. 128 plus 0 plus 127. Okay. So 128, 127, 255 plus 0. Total number. Total 256. What the value is now? Minus. So minus. So what formula for finding the result of the casting? Result minus total range of cast operator, which cast operator we are using by. So by cast operator total range is 256. So the result is coming minus. Okay, now tell me, all people, if I do the casting, if I do the conversion to short value, is there any value reduced? Short value call. Is there any value reduced? No. Why? 254 in the range of short. So we'll get 254 as is. Hope you all understand now byte values method. Now look at here. Look at these 4-5 lines and tell me, is there any compile time error? These lines find out, are there any compile time error? You check and tell me. Founder, tell me. First line compile them, no error. No error. Error, no error. No error. Error. Why? Why error? It is a compile template. Why? You are calling char value method. You are using IO3. Compiler search for char value method in IO3 class integer. In integer class we have 6 type value methods only na. We don't have char value method inside integer. That's why compiler throw error, cannot find symbol. Char value method is available. That is available only in integer class. Sorry. Char value method is available. That is available only in character class. Tell me now. IO3.IntValue. This method call is allowed. But what is the return type of IntValue? Int. Can be stored in a character? No. Method call is correct, but assignment is wrong. Now I am calling IntValue by typecasting to char, assign to char. Now allowed? Cannot. 254 matching character will be stored and written. Next, tell me these 3 lines any compile time error? IO3.boolean value. Allowed or not allowed? Boolean compiler searching for Boolean value method in which class? Integer. Available or not available? Not available. Searching for int value method in the integer class. Available? Yes, but cannot be stored in the Boolean. So what is the compile time error? Cannot find symbol or assignment incompatible type. First one is cannot find symbol. Second one is incompatible types. IO3.IntValue method. IntValue method can be converted to Boolean. Not possible. You'll get same error. Incompatible types. So char value method returns a char. Char is method must be available in the particular class. It is not available in the integer class. So compiler throw error. If you don't remember that point, you will face problem. So I am expecting all you people remember up to these 2 conversion, practice these 2 programs, 2 pages. Will you do? Okay. So I'll upload the type material also. Tomorrow we'll continue remaining conversions. Tomorrow we'll complete wrapper class.